You're not wrong. You're just right. Don't be surprised if these guys keep sustaining. Years ago, sabi ko sa kanila, I want you to see how an organization work out. When a marketing team has their own event, they can send the to teach you something, not to take what's not with you or not to take what's out there. A lot of us start, I want this dream to be fulfilled in 2 years' time. I said it several times, I heard it several times today. Some dreamt of sports cars, some dreamt of having their own homes. Maraming pangarap. Lahat gustong makuha. Makuha. Sa Tagalog, yung salitang makuha is for us to take out either from outside, a developer, you want to get that property. From a dealership, you want to get that car. Your dreams, you want to take out from another person. I'm not saying for you to be successful, somebody has to be a failure in life. But what I'm saying, the root concept of many to become successful is to have. When in reality, it is to give out. Did you make money today? Did you make money today when you go here? Not yet. Have you made any significant success when you have started presenting an NBO, when you sign up customers, when you present the opportunity? Perhaps not in 2 years, perhaps not in 2 months. So you see, maraming tao nagmamadali magtagumpay because they have forgotten the concept of real success. It's what you can give out. It's what you can share before you can take. You can never take something if you have not shared anything yet. You cannot make 2-1 kung hindi ka nag-effort of presenting the opportunity. Come on guys, what do you expect? Somebody would just give you a spillover from up above? Not doing anything, somebody will give you one left and one on the other right, on the other side. That's not gonna happen. So see, from the root concept of success, you have to give out first. Efforts, commitment, trabaho, sipag. Hindi lang sapat na nagtatrabaho ka, kailangan masipag ka. Hindi ka pwedeng masipag sa isang araw, sa isang linggo. Kailangan araw-araw sa isang linggo. Hindi pwedeng sa isang linggo, sa isang buwan. Linggo-linggo sa isang buwan. Hindi pwedeng isang buwan sa isang taon. Kailangan mo taon-taon, gagawin mo yan. You don't become successful in an instant and expect to relax the following day. Relax the following month, the following year. One can become successful today and be a nobody 2 years today. 2 years from today. Or one can be very, very successful today. In 2 months' time, is no longer in the ranking. It's not because of what you've made today. The things that you give out every day. When you're making a lot of money, don't stop giving out.
Yes.
Do you feel what I'm saying? Sa atin, then I stop working. Then I stop giving out. Nasa office, nag-aantay ng leaders, nagmo-motivate. That's good. But was that the same approach you did when you started for you to reach 3 million income a month? Of course not. Nobody makes that much money by just waiting in the office to be fed with pay-ins. So if positivity, preparation plays a significant role though. Most of you prepared, but not everyone is willing to commit to take action to their preparation. Today, my job is simply to affirm what they have said and to tell you and call an action, ask for you to take action on it. Over the last couple of days, if I make this sharing to you guys, people keep sending me message in my social media account, and when I get a chance to chat up with some guys, oftentimes they ask me the magical question: how to become very successful like you, sir? How to become successful? Do you always get that question, Lian? Rob? AJ? You always do, right? Jamon especially? Those guys na may mga magagandang resulta. To be honest with you, I cannot even answer it myself. When I ask myself about that question, what does it really take to become that successful? Kasi po, binabalikan ko yung halos 2 dekada ko sa industriya na to. Hindi ko ma-figure out a specific answer, a specific paragraph, or a specific platform that I can tell you, eto lang ang gagawin mo, you will be like me. But what I can tell you today, kung hindi ko kayang sagutin yan, kaya ko sabihin sa inyo yung mga dapat niyong iwasan. At least I can tell you the things that you could avoid. Does everyone here use Facebook? Yung magsasabi ng no, siguro mas maganda marinig. Anyone here not using Facebook or anyone not in social media? Is there anyone here? Let's disregard the kids, come on. We understand that. Okay, that's fine. So, ibig sabihin, all of us, if not siguro, majority of us, we are in Facebook. Perhaps not in Instagram, not in Twitter, not in Pinterest, or not in Snapchat. Guys, I want to tell you this one. This has some direct correlation with the question always raised to me, how to become successful. By the way, I get to answer that. Per person, I give them a different answer though. So just to let you know, yes, of course, I answer that. But sinabi ko nga, walang specific formula, walang specific platform, walang specific line. Pero sinasabi ko yan, iba-iba sa bawat tao. What I noticed today is this. The idea that people always lack opportunity or don't run into a great opportunity, that is a hoax. That is fake news. That is a lie. Opportunities are around us every day. Every day. Whoever said that opportunity knocks only once lived during the Jurassic era. Why am I saying that? You see, every day there's an opportunity. And a lot of us either grab them, eventually becoming successful because they grab the opportunity and know how to use it well, and others grab the wrong opportunity. And the others who totally and miserably fail, ignore the opportunity. May opportunity, they chose to ignore it. You know why? Listen to this. Leaders were speaking before the crowd today. You will see people doing a Facebook Live. You will see some recording it. Others simply with a tripod recording it, and they are confirming, they are validating, they are affirming everything the speaker says. They are nourishing. They are embracing it in their hearts. Others are using Facebook. Yes, they're using Facebook. For what? Shock somebody, post something during an important event. Is there something wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that as far as your ability to use social media is concerned. But is it at the right moment you're using it? Is it at the right opportunity you're taking it? Hindi. Why? The golden opportunity for you to be here is right now. And when you decide to choose using your phone, not recording, not doing a video live, but just to use the phone and chat with somebody, that is a missed opportunity for you. And that opportunity to learn is taken by someone else. And that person who listens carefully applies it. When that person applies it to a prospect, to a client in the future, the chances of him closing the sale over that person who's not paying attention would be totally on the opposite end of the table. What am I trying to tell you guys? Simply because you're already here, you have sacrificed to be here, doesn't mean you're already counted to become one of successful guys in the future. Can you simply just imagine if the successful ones share the same principle as everyone else in this room? Can you use your imagination now? Can we now start thinking that all of you here, it's just like Arthur, who made like 40 million in 1 year. Imagine if all of you have made that much money and still sit down and listen carefully and pay attention and get inspired and act as a human being because I want to learn. Now, start thinking of that possibility. And sometimes possibilities available as often as this kind of great information, the sharing of your leaders, hindi natin papahalagaan. Guys, sa mga nagpahalaga sa papunta rito, maraming salamat. But as you go here, it requires another mile or extra 10 more miles. I hope it's now making sense. Oo nga, no? I could be guilty of that. I have nothing in particular. But I just saw a lot of people using that. I'm not sure if they're really chatting someone, but when you're looking down at your phone, you're definitely not recording an ant in the floor. You're not recording a rat in the floor. So you're not video recording. So when you're doing that, you're missing that opportunity to learn. And then you will complain, hindi ko kasi alam ang gagawin eh.
Yes.
Na may dala akong prospect, wala kasi yung upline ko. And that's the same reason why the upline is called the upline. Why the upline has a Lamborghini, why he's making a lot of money, and some are not there yet. Or won't be there until a long period of time. Simply because when you don't know anything, you know of a certain person who knows it. That answers why they are successful. Now, if you can start answering to yourself, hindi ko alam ang gagawin, hindi, kaya ko to. I know this one. You can begin to see results. We are in a convention here today to learn, not just to get inspired. Guys, if you're the kind of people who needs inspiration, you're in the wrong room. If you need to be motivated, you're in the wrong company. I understand you're all here because you're inspired, but you're making good, but you want to be great. Success is not for those hardworking ones.
Yes.
Hindi sila pinaka-inspired, but despite of being uninspired, despite of being uncomfortable, they made way. Look at us today. Days ago, you see me post that we are changing venue. You saw that, diba? You know what was the reason? That event on the other end. We feared that we could not speak properly, we cannot gather in this venue accordingly. You know, we prayed so hard, we tried everything, but you know, to no avail. They're pushing through. We tried looking for different, you know, locations. We found AFP Theater and other theaters, like a dozen of them, across Metro Manila. And when we found one, I posted it again. But several conditions prevailed. Parang hindi kami para doon. You know, at the midnight of this event, like 2 nights ago, yesterday, we felt like we're going to move the event. But you know what? The team of these organizing companies called us again. That they made some compromise and adjusted their program. They built soundproofing, which is apparent where you can hear sounds pleasant enough not to distract us. In fact, it's giving me the beat I need. You know, it's like in a presentation, only that you're always tuned with a background music. It's like the music, the song of victory. It's like conquering your territories, conquering your fears, conquering your doubts, conquering your apprehensions. We settled for music today. And you know what? Since we have this divine appointment, the great grand upline up there gave us a little drizzle today to delay their event. And because we made our event earlier today, more people were accommodated. Had we started as announced 2 p.m., people would be coming 2 p.m. And you know, for some, they would come 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. But we made it earlier today. You see, sometimes, when you think things are not going according your ways and plans and your expectations and your hopes and dreams, suddenly, things will happen. Nothing will ever go your way. If you have done your part, you have committed and dedicated yourself into working on a certain goal, and if He pleases Him, you will prevail.
Yes.
Obviously, He is with us.
Yes.
And what's gonna happen today, after this event, a good celebration ground is on the other side. They prepared the party already. We haven't even done yet, but they're already in preparation for a big party for all of you.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. You see, it didn't turn out to be that bad as expected. Maayos lang. I'm saying it made the ambience more happy, more secure. There are more securities. There are more special. There are even special forces, you know, because it's going to be a huge event. So sometimes we feel like hindi ko kaya to. The world is against me. Of course not. I said earlier, the world, the universe, they converge to you when you wake up. It's now up to you how to make things. Sir, nahihirapan na po ako, 45 years old na ako. Ibig sabihin sa edad ko na to, na-experience ko na, napakinggan ko na yung mga ganyang salita. Tama. Why? What do you think? Yung sinabi ko ngayon, am I the first person that, you know, said these kind of things? Of course not. You go to a Sunday meeting with your fellows in your congregation or with your parents or with your family. You hear the same kind of stuffs that they advise you. We can hear things day in and day out, night in and night out. If you don't apply them, at the end of the day, none of you will become as successful as those who've been doing it and then who've been making change in their lives. Ngayon, change will happen. And when change happens, there's always resistance. I know that. But guys, bear with me. Bear with me. I was in a company which I thought was going to be my retirement company. After 9 years, there was a change. I'm not here to elaborate. I'm saying when there was change, there were uncertainties. Nag-aalala ako, inisip ko pamilya ko, inisip ko yung mga magulang ko, inisip ko kayo, inisip ko yung mga leaders na maasa sa akin. But you know, just like working out your body, if you want to build a muscle, you got to work it out. And when you work it out, you ask Arthur, Mr. Worldwide, is there pain when you undergo that process?
Yes.
Sakit, di ba? For those who have not tried working out, you may not be able to relate to this one. But there's pain. When you want to build a home, it will not go through overnight. Even if you have lots and lots of money, you got to make a preparation and somebody has got to execute your plans. Things turn out well? Not all the time. When they don't, you do not become miserable. You take charge of your life. Do not let life take charge of you. You take charge. Recently, we made some changes. People are excited, most of you, the rest, ano po yun? Ano yung gagawin namin? Guess what? All you need to do is look at those guys who make the changes as part of their motivational routine. You know, we encounter changes every day. We age every day. We either lose or gain weight every day. You may not notice them, but they happen every day. We learn every day. Sometimes we just don't accept the fact that we've learned something. We refuse things every day. We accept things every day. We devour our own food. We drink water every day. Those are changes. You do not drink the same quantity of water every day. You do not eat the same amount of food every day. You do not eat the same food every day. So, if change is happening every day, It only means for those kind of changes with your food, with the water you drink, with the clothes that you wear, unless you've been wearing the same clothes every day, which I do when I work, but different clothes, same design. You have learned to embrace them. What else is there that you have not embraced yet? For you to become successful, marami ka pang paghihirapan, marami ka pang gagawin.
Yes.
Unlike so many success sales rallies, which they will tell you, yayaman tayo lahat dito. I want to tell you that really. But I want to hear from you, if you're willing to pay the price. I can always say that. I can always say that to everyone out there, but will they be willing to pay the price? Will they be willing to commit to do what you have done? Hindi. So huwag ko na sabihin yan. Because if I do say that, and if things do not happen according to what I said, you're going to blame me or my company. You're going to blame networking. You're going to blame NWorld. Sabi ng presidente, yaman daw ako. Wala nangyari sa akin in 2 years. Of course, if you try to resist what is destined, even destiny can be defied. Kahit may nakatadhana na sa'yo, pwede mong kontrahin yan eh. Kung gusto ko lang disprove yung presidente, hindi ako gagawa. Wala akong gagawin today. You're not going to be successful. On the other side of the coin, on another perspective, on another orientation frame, the president said, I'm going to be successful. And I believe that. And beginning today, I'm going to make it a lifelong commitment to be successful. So you see, it's not my word. It is your decision. It is your word to yourself. I can tell you day in, all day long, all year long. Kung hindi mo gagawin, nothing's gonna happen.
Yes.
Starting January, I have a simple presentation, by the way. Would you mind seeing that?
Yes.
Seeing this one?
Yes.
All right. I have the simple presentation which was prepared to me by... Yep, thank you. What is FTW, by the way? What's NWorld for the Win? The idea is that NWorld for the Win is your vehicle for you to get what you want in life. To get not only what you need in life, but to get what you want in life. If you make things, the dreams that you want to happen, that's a bonus. To get your dreams in life, that's a bonus. But hey guys, listen to me carefully. NWorld is a startup company. I want you all to say NWorld is a startup company.
NWorld is a startup
All
company.
together, NWorld is a startup company.
NWorld is a startup
One
company.
more time, NWorld is a startup company.
NWorld is a startup
Thank
company.
you. I want you to remember that as long as you could. Try to remember it as long as you could that NWorld is a startup company. Why? So it avoids you getting disappointed. It avoids you, it prevents you from getting frustrated. Why? Why am I not driving my Ferrari today? Guys, this is a startup company. Can you go outside and look for any guy driving a Ferrari in a startup company? Can you find a top leader of another MLM company driving a Ferrari?
Wala.
Startup company, 2.5 years old? Don't get frustrated. If you're comparing yourself to Leah or to Edson na naka-Ferrari, then try to compare yourself as well. Kung gusto mo mag-compare, try to compare yourself to someone else who's not doing as good as you. Comparing in life is not good.
Yes.
But for the sake of it, since you want to compare, if you will compare, what I encourage you to do is don't only compare to the great ones. Compare to the others who are not doing well. I'm not driving a Ferrari, but you're driving a car. Somebody else is just walking, going to home, going to work. In some areas, others are even swimming, going to school. Not in a lake, not in a river. Swimming in a muddy water. They don't even have school, by the way, sometimes. So, just food for thought and some dose of daily mantra. NWorld is a startup company. If I'm not driving my dream car yet, if I don't have my dream paycheck yet, good, because we're a startup company. And if you're the ones, like Vay, like Rehel, like Arnel, like Pau, like Doc, and Doc, congratulate yourself. You have made the impossible possible in the eyes of everyone. I told you I've been in the industry almost 2 decades now. I also know other people drive Ferrari, drive crazy cars, make huge income per month. But we're talking about people who have been in that particular business for like 8 years, for like 15 years, for like 20 years. Again, they are the beacon of hope and significance. But they are not mirrors you use to compare yourself.
Yes.
You do not look at that mirror, Lian mirror, Jamon mirror, Arthur mirror, Ryan Ochenko mirror. They are not mirrors of what you are and who you can be in the future. Literally look in a mirror. Kung gusto mo, use your phone, use the reverse camera, that is you. Not them. If that sinks into your heart, to your mind, to your soul, you would be definitely inspired 24/7. Bakit hindi ka na matulog?
Yes.
If these kind of things happen to them in a startup company, what now awaits me that is still impossible? Wala na. When others try to compare themselves to you, NWorld distributor, sa company namin, marami na kaganito. Just always ask, how many years in operation na yung company mo? If they start saying, does it matter? It does. It does matter. If another leader from another company, if an owner of another company, if a management of another company congratulates you, be thankful. Return the favor. But if another person from another firm in the industry tries to compare their results to you, do not argue. I always tell you that you don't fight with kids.
Yes.
You don't fight with kids. Unless you're kids yourselves, you go fight with them, play with them, do dramas with them. But if you're an adult, they're kids, you do not do dramas with them, you do not argue with them. I'm saying this why? Because marami iisipin, parang ang bagal ng resulta ko. Assuming you're that person. And how long you been in the business? 2 weeks. Wow. 2 weeks. 2 decades halos. 2 decades. There is none in NWorld that happened by coincidence. We have created a phenomenal company out of a startup company. Hindi dahil nakachamba tayo. I'm not taking the credit just for myself. But together with me, I was joined by seasoned leaders, seasoned experts in the field, seasoned management members, seasoned and committed network practitioners, the good kind. And I have been in the industry long enough to know the in and out. So when I started NWorld, I'm not experimenting. Hindi po aksidente yun. So if you just signed up 2 months ago or a year ago, huwag kang ma-inabuse. Before I became the owner of this company and leaders, what they have right now, napakahabang proseso niyan. Do not count the 2 years of NWorld alone. Prior to that, you've been preparing yourself for this day, for this one. When you were at school, were you paying attention with your teacher or not? That's part of your preparation. So today, I have prepared you well enough. And I look forward to the day seeing more of you become those guys in front of us. Ano pong gagawin namin? There will be change, a little adjustment for you to work out your muscle. Not your physical muscle alone, but your mental, your emotional, and financial muscle as well. It will be painful in the beginning, but you will reap great results after the workout. And we begin with a simple workout starting this month. How do we do that? Next slide, please. There would be a requirement for your multi-level points maintenance. It was so easy that you're not literally working out. This is like walking. Is walking difficult? Mahirap mo maglakad? Is walking difficult? Hindi, di ba? But when you were 2 years old, when you were like a year old, you barely walk. Di ba? Si baby naglalakad naman. Pagbata, hindi ba? But today, you can walk. Like, just like nakapikit ka, you do sleepwalk. Si Prince, mahusay mag-creep walk. Some, they do the catwalk. Today, walking is so easy because you've already learned it. For you guys, it's about time to stride a little. Slow run. Next slide, please. We have adjusted your maintenance requirement. Not so difficult, from 120 to 150. And for those who have master lines, master down lines, from 240 to 300. And for those aspiring to become part of the ranking and incentive, from 300 before to 350. If you're going to ask me what's the peso value of that, come on guys, help me out. 150 is like 3 soaps. Difference, right? With 12 points per soap, this is like 3 soaps a month. Sir, mahirap po yan. Congratulations, madaling yumaman. Congratulations. Sir, mahihirapan ako. Nakakalungkot naman yan. Hindi to Disneyland. Hindi to circus para pasayahin kita rito. Hindi to comedy bar. Okay. 240 to 300. We're talking about 5 soaps. Sir, ang dami po NTC. Di mag-isa ka lang. Who told you to have many NTCs? When you get to sign up 15 or even more, it's your goal. That is your greatest advantage here.
Yes.
You can do as much packages as you want.
Yes.
In case you're not yet fully aware, we just made it in full effect recently. Which means, yes, you may have NTCs, a lot of them to maintain. It's your call. It's not compulsory. It's up to you. Sir, kasi mataas po yung 300. Congratulations! It only means meron kang master downline. Others are even struggling to sign up their first customer when you already have your master downline. Why am I doing this one? 350. Because I want to challenge all of you. Because as part of the change, it's not only one way. Now this is your way for all of you. Is there anyone here? Of course. Let me rephrase my question. Sino rito yung hindi taga head office? Not from the headquarters. Can you raise your hand? So the rest are from the headquarters. If you're not from the headquarters, now is the time that you're given an equitable opportunity to become one of our top performers.
Yes.
And join us in our escapades,
yes.
Local and international. Year in, year out, sir, we're seeing the same set of people in the top performers. Sir, hindi na kami makakasama sa policy sa inyo. Do you want to join me in policy?
Yes!
Sir, gusto na magsama sa inyo sa New Zealand o sa Australia o sa Europe. Kasi sir, we cannot beat the top 50. Yeah, well, to be honest with you, you can beat them. But if you told yourself that you cannot, then you cannot. Now, let's not argue about that debate, that debatable thing, that debatable concept. Let's do something else. Now, we can all agree, these guys, the top 50, can already pay for their own tickets. So let's allow the other players to get the travel incentive for themselves. But I'm not handing it over to you on a silver platter. I'm not rolling out the red carpet for you. Work it out.
Yes.
And have a friendly competition with your fellows in your area, in your territory. How do we work on that one? Next slide, please.
You know.
Beginning this year, especially this January, we have made a subdivision of our network and territorial sections for NWorld Philippines. We should start practicing NWorld Philippines. We should. Well, because we already have NWorld UAE, and we would have, you know, we don't know yet.
Yes! Yes!
Alright, first, NWorld Philippines. Alright, NWorld Philippines. Ma'am, can we start making a big banner in the office, photo wall, NWorld Philippines? Okay? Section 1. By the way, it doesn't mean that you're not in the section 1, it means you're in a terrible section. We can change it, by the way. Alright? Do not get it wrong. When you're not in the section 1, it doesn't mean you're not in a good section. This is not your regular school, guys. This is a different section, right? Or maybe we can change it to section A. It's the same thing. Section B. Alright, well, maybe we can make it N-body green juice section or something like that. We don't know, but please do not feel discriminated. It has nothing to do with ranking. I just thought of gathering from our data, we find it proper to make section 1, number 1, the headquarters. Next slide, please. Section 1 would be the head office, Pasig. Section number 2, from the north to the central Luzon, Baguio City, Urdaneta City, Angeles City, Olongapo City branches.
Maraming tao.
Section number 3, south of Manila, well, towards the south of Manila, Quezon Avenue, Las Piñas City, Calamba City, and Fairview, Quezon City stores. Section number 4, konti pa lang. We'll make it 4 as well. Naga City, Bacolod City, and Cebu City at the moment. Number 5, it will be the Mindanao section. Davao City, Tagum, CDO, and Zamboanga City. What do these 5 sections represent? We have clustered everyone to be accordingly, you know, getting their commissions in those territories or doing their business in those territories. But at the end of the month, what will prevail is that where do you get your checks? That would be your territory. So if Lian would be getting his check in Tagum, Tagum would be his territory. But he's from Baguio. Who else is from Baguio or from the north who would claim his check in Tagum? Or from Cebu and claim your check in Laguna? So that's by sectioning. And how do we intend to do it? We intend to do it as simple as this. Next slide, please. Simple incentive. Simple lang po. Hindi mahirap. 2018 NWorld for the Win incentive program. Number 1, quarterly. Top 10. Alright? Top 10 entrepreneurs per section. Top 10 entrepreneurs per section per quarter will join us in the beautiful and wonderful island of Balisin. You know, magic and legends are created in Balisin. People swim even unknowingly. Igor, diba? Edsel, yung mga mahilig mag-swimming nang hindi nila alam. Why do we choose Balisin, by the way? Not because it is posh and exclusive and members only, but that's the place where we can do what we want to do, to create leaders in the industry. How do we do it? Quarterly, top 10 per section, which means top 10 of headquarters, top 10 of section 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, before you continue that thought, maraming contenders sa headquarters. Maraming contenders sa section ganito, sa ganyan. I'm gonna claim it somewhere else. I'm gonna claim it somewhere else. Guys, we also have auditors, we also have managers who would be endorsing you. If you're not really doing it there, you don't belong there. And guys, start getting used to the section system. Why? Later after these 2 slides, you will know why. Because under the sections, there will be more subsections. Alright. Quarterly policy and the top 10 per section for the year. Next slide, please. Will be joining us for the International Travel Incentive. I want you to understand, if you're just beginning or just started your NWorld business, you compete with yourself. I know that, and you should know that by now. Pero sir, kasi ang hirap mong habol ni upline eh. Totoo talagang sinabi sa networking kung sino nauna siyang kikita. Bakit? Sa corporate world ba? Hindi ganun? Alangan naman ako ng kumita empleyado sa presidente. It's the same thing, guys. Sa traditional business, ganun din. Mauna ka magtayo ng restaurant, alangan naman kumita yung nagtayo 10 years later than you did. It's the same thing. But we're trying to work on a way, an equitable approach, so that you guys, beginning in your territory, you have your competitive edge going on and grind with your fellows among those who are in that territory. We're trying to create more incentives that will allow new customers who are as committed as you are and as the top leaders to have their own fair share of our incentives. Hindi kung sino yung nauna na ngayon o kung sino yung malakas lang bumili ngayon o magbenta ngayon. Next slide, please. Do you know the match sales bonus today? Before you assume anything, alright? Before you assume anything, wait. Before you assume anything, I don't want to take credit for something I did not do. Makinig po kayo mabuti. Pay attention to the details. I won't take credit for something I did not do. Hindi po ako may gawa nito. I would just like to share with you. Next slide, please. Come on, give out the entire. Our current setup is 2,100, right? We withhold 10%. We remit it to the government, to BAR. Your current take home before final income taxes. What you receive currently whenever you do a sign-up and match bonus, you get a net of 1,890. Is that right? Yes. This is what I am about to say. Again, I'm not taking any credit for something I did not create, I did not do. But you all deserve this one because this is the right and legal thing to do. No, don't thank me, thank the guy up there, not the great guy up there. Right? Thank the government, not me. Next slide, please. Relax. Just relax. Alright, just relax. This was the first, can we go to the first slide? This was the first revenue memorandum issued by BIR. 001-2018, the first one issued by BIR, has something to do with the recent passing into law, the train. I'm not really privy who initiated it, which Congress did it. I might be wrong when I say it's the recent Congress, or it could have been started by the previous Congress. But to be sure, I am certain it is the first memorandum issued by BIR circular this 2018. I'll post a copy of this in our chat room, including in my page. No, in my Facebook account. I don't have a page, by the way. And it should make everybody happy, including our friends from other companies, because they can now start looking into this computation. Next slide, please. There's actually this number. Let me try to read it. No? Let me try to read it. Okay, good. Change in the creditable withholding tax rate on income payments to self-employed individuals or professionals. The following income payments to self-employed individuals or professionals shall be subject to 8% withholding tax. Instead of the 10%, ulitin ko po, I appreciate the clap, but I am just an instrument and a compliant leader. this is the imposition of our government. And I'm happy, and I'm glad, and very much willing to implement them. So what's gonna happen is that you guys, next slide please, you belong to this category, number 6. You are commission of independent and or exclusive sales representatives and marketing agents of companies. Kayo po yun. So what's gonna happen? Can we go to the next slide, please? Let me just do a simple computation, alright? It's the same thing. That's a computation. Congratulations, guys. This is what happens when your company complies with the regulations. I have made my research. No other company is implementing it as of yet. So congratulations, pinukunan naman natin sila. Kasi naman sila. So, tomorrow you expect a system shutdown. Monday, system will be adjusted. All of your match sales bonus net take home will be equivalent to 1,932. Not only that, all income made and earned starting January 1st of this year will be returned to you.
Ibabalik yung 2%.
Guys,
2% ng 1 million.
You don't really have to vote for the current government sitting right now. But what I'm saying is that we are only an instrument of the government's policies.
Mga 50,000.
Sinusunod lang ng NWorld kung ano yung nasa batas.
2% ng ano.
So ibig sabihin, when we got, like a couple of days ago, we attended an open, like a town hall meeting with BIR. They have finalized this one and the execution of this one. Anything that we have deducted in excess of 8%, that's 10% of course, from January income nyo, ibabalik po sa inyo yan. And that is moving forward, by the way. That is moving forward. That is moving forward. Guys, sasabihin ko sa inyo ulit, proponent po niyan yung mga nasa gobyerno, hindi po ako.
Tikat ka ba? Tikat.
Alam nyo mas maganda sana, gano'n 5%. But of course, sasabihin natin, oo nga. But guys, what is the impact of this on your income? It's just that it's your net take home. Your income taxes rate shall still be followed. Yun pa rin po ang susundin ninyo. Alright? But though, after all, is that a good news or what? Thank you. And I'm thankful for our finance team and our auditors, both in-house and our external ones, for updating us and working with us to adjust this one. Why? Because, if we don't have these experts guiding us with our protocols, we couldn't have not implemented this one or may have not been made aware of this one as soon as the town hall meeting was done a couple of days ago. Pag hindi natin ito na-implement, magiging issue pa yan kung government regulators ang makakasita sa atin. And we can never say hindi po namin alam. We should always be ahead and on top of our games. That is what NWorld is trying to do right now, as it has always been doing. I'm almost done with my presentation. I'm up to the last one, which will really spell the difference between those guys in different areas where we don't have offices yet. You can now have the opportunity to be successful as well. But first, Can I ask the help of our staff at the end so that you can close the doors and we do not receive the celebration that we are about to receive after this program? Thank you. We have opened the NWorld Hub program recently. Can we go to that slide, please? Next slide. Right now, this is what we have. This is what we have. Can our staffs please close the door because I can see they're open? Thank you. Thank you. Ito, yung branches na meron tayo ngayon. I'm sure you're all, yeah, you can take a photo of that. You already know them, but recently we launched the NWorld Hub program. Just to let you know, remember the sectioning earlier, the 5 sections? After that, we will also cluster the upcoming NWorld Hub according to those sections. Which means, by the way, before I announce that, which means, can we go to the next slide, and so that you know which stores, locations have been applied for.
Oh, kabantuan.
Before you go to the next page, can I just read it out loud? Alaminos, Pangasinan, Bonggao, Tawi-Tawi, Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija,
Yan ay sa atin.
Caloocan City,
Number 10.
Manila, Candon City, Ilocos Sur, Dagupan City, Pangasinan, Dasmariñas, Cavite, Dumaguete, Negros Oriental, alright? Jensan, General Santos City, South Cotabato, Hill Fernando Avenue in Marikina City. Next, Langayan, San Pedro, Laguna, Lawag City, Ilocos Norte, Letirig, Batangas, Lingayen, Pangasinan. Guys, can you just read it?
Hili pa na, oh.
It's just too many. These are the applications welcome and being considered for approval already. Hindi po ito yung lahat ng lugar kung saan nag-apply. We have already declined other cities. Ito na po yung napili as of yesterday. As of yesterday. Every day we get to receive more and more applications. And out of that, we expect to open no later than March 2018. Can you just go back to those areas? Pakita natin yung March 2018 magbubukas. Can you imagine that? It's like, nakikita niyo halos kukunti na lang yung matitirang area where we are not present. The idea behind is to extend the reach of NWorld to you guys. There won't be any reason, sir, wala po kami produkto rito, nakadepende kami kay upline. Nakadepende po kami sa stocks. Aware po kami sa lahat ng ganyan situation. This is part of our company's approach to decentralize the power, the resources in the company, and spread the wealth to other committed leaders like you guys. Gusto naman namin, ito na rin yung maging negosyo ninyo panghabang buhay. That's why we're sharing it to you instead of looking for another partner or a traditional store to be built by NWorld. We'll focus on building up inventory. They will focus on extending our stores nationwide. And because of that, we deemed it proper that you can also get your checks, your payout in this particular store. What do you think, guys? What do you think? And we will be working closely with them so that they may also honor and welcome your check payment for the products that you're going to purchase in those stores. NWorld Hub is just the beginning. We will be working with other companies to partner with NWorld Hub in our stores. A logistics company that will allow you in our branches in NWorld Hub to have a logistics partner so that you don't have to really take out the products. Just pay it there together with the logistics fee so that you just pay it there and then let them deliver it for you. How does that sound? The next phase of NWorld Hub is partnering with a remittance company, which will allow your NWorld Hub not only to be a logistics company, but to be a remittance center. You know, I cannot mention a company or companies, but you know, we're finalizing. Everything is in the pipeline. There will be phases. After NWorld Hub, a forwarding partner, a money remittance partner. After that, a bills payment partner that will also allow you and your online tracking centers to continuously use your MTCs for other more useful things, such as paying your bills. Of course, you have your utilities with you, right? When we create something, we do not only create a certain thing for that specific reason. We're thinking of the years ahead, the steps ahead. It may not look good in the beginning, as we were all naked when we were born. But look at us today. What a wonderful creation and what a wonderful being we have become. And this wonderful being are the first batch of NWorld Hub that have already been approved. And I would just like to give them special credit for being here today. Can we give the next slide, please? Kukulitin nyo na sila as early as today. Mr. Jonathan Nueva for Iloilo Operations. Mr. Edson Flores for Lucena City in Quezon. Follow up din na sila, sir, kailan kayo magbubukas.
Sisi sa
March
kababol.
is the target date.
Pabili. Sisi sa
Pretty
kababol.
conservative.
Pabili.
But if they can do it in 2 weeks time, in 3 weeks time,
Ha, hindi kay Danny.
kaya na po mag-remind sa kanila. Next, please. We have Mr. Jerome Cruz for Cavite, General Trias, Pau, my brother,
Gawa pa tayo.
Caloocan City. Next, please. We have Ms. Relica Casubuan for San Pedro, Laguna.
Sa Batangas City, wala eh.
We have Rochelle Concepcion for Lipa City, Batangas. We have Mr. Lian Paulo Carvajal for San Fernando, Pampanga. We have Ms. Maricel Sato for Dasmariñas, Cavite. We have Mr. Nathaniel Almendo for Tacloban City. We have, love you too. We have Ms. Angela Abelia for Santa Cruz, Laguna. So far, they were approved 2 nights ago. Yesterday, I couldn't even make a Facebook Live and even approve the remaining others. They're like almost, 23 on my table as of last night. Iba pa yung nasubmit today. And who knows next? Tomorrow or on Monday or on Tuesday. Why do we want these NWorld Hub operating as soon as possible? Simply because there are more products coming. Current products and soon to be launched products. The idea of NWorld is to go down, lower sa mainstream market na gusto natin. Those guys in far-flung areas na wala tayo ngayon, magkakaroon na tayo. You would be wondering, sir, are we really ready to do this one in this short span of time? Go back to what I said earlier. NWorld is a startup company. We only just begun. Yes, we are a startup company. But I'm not a starter in this industry. You are not a starter in this industry. The management is not a newbie in this industry. You know, that's the reason why even players 5 years older than us, 10 years older than us, 15 years older, 20 years older than us, were not even present in the top 1,000 corporation. May dahilan yun kaya nga wala sila dun eh. And we just want to extend to you our expertise. Once again, I want you all to see this program with a deeper and wider, broader perspective. Yes, it involves a lot of challenges. Yes, it involves a lot of difficulties. But guys, You cannot have a 100 million income, a 100 million paycheck with the mindset of somebody is whining over 10,000 pesos. Somebody who's not even willing to go beyond what is normal and what he's capable of. Time and time again, history favors and success in history favor those who are bold, who are willing, who are committed, and most of all, who are relentless. Those who do not quit, those who do not give up, and those who have faith and trust, especially in the process, especially in their leaders. Leaders who have proven track records, like your grand uplines. They all pay off. One leader at a time, we will make millionaires. Millionaires after millionaires will happen, will arrive, will be made. But today, it's just the beginning of another lifelong journey that you can reinvent yourself, not only as an entrepreneur, but also as an NWorld Hub operator, a business associate of NWorld in our family. Maraming salamat sa inyo. I sent you out to challenge yourselves once again. I sent you out to be the game changer. I sent you out to accept and embrace change. Because when you do, great things are bound to happen. May God bless you all. To God be the glory. Keep being great. Because this is NWorld. Maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. Thank you, NWorld. Thank you so much. Until the next event. And please, enjoy our Balancing Travel Incentive because this is going to be your future. Take it away, guys.